So every day we make decisions that change our lives forever, whether it's choosing between two job offers, deciding where to study, or debating whether to take a major financial risk. We are constantly forced to choose one path while completely locking ourselves out of the others. We ask ourselves, what if I had chosen differently? To solve all this, we have created What If, a cognitive timeline stimulator designed to help you explore branching futures, compare trade offs, and pressure test your choices before you commit. What If is an AI powered sandbox that models your decision as interactive branching trees of possibilities. It lets you simulate years into future, track critical matrices like career growth, mental health, and finances, and even circle back to verify how close the AI prediction were to your actual reality. So this is the main page where we get start exploring feature and sign in option. We will get to it later. And here are the list of the feature that we provide. So let's click on sign in. This is the sign in page where you can use your email ID and password to make a account, or we can just try as guest. So when you click on try as a guest, instead of dumping into a generic anonymous account, it asks you for a name. Let's give John. Okay, so here we go to the main home page. This is the main dashboard where it greets you with your temporary name that you have provided earlier. So we can change the dark mode and light mode, that's obvious. And here is the reality feedback loop. We will get to it later. And here is the prompt area. You can also upload any bank statement, offer letter, something so that AI will use it as reference. But for now, let me just type in a generic prompt that will help us learn about the project. Okay, after the prompt is done, we can also select the category. There are different categories. So right now I will choose as carrier. It's not compulsory. You can leave it if you want. And okay, then let me click on explore future possibilities. The model will think when we click simulate timeline. What if sends the scenario to our backend? It spins up the Gemini 3 Pro model to generate three distinct plausible timelines evaluating year by year events, trade-offs, financial matrices, and mental wellness score. We can also change the model from Gemini 3 Pro to Gemini 3 Plus and Gemini 2.5 Plus. Okay, once simulated, we are presented with simulation map. This is an interactive infinite canvas style map which is inspired by Notebook LM and Micro. So you can click with your mouse to choose a scenario, and also we can zoom in and out of it, and we can also reset the whole map like it was before. So this is a mind map. Um, take a look at the notes themselves. Instead of cutting off text with raw Eclipse dots, we are using smart client-side summarizer. So instead of saying this whole prompt here with long wordly descriptions, the app analyzes the scenario and automatically creates a neat 3 to 5 word description. Like here it has said job if doubt, while keeping the full prompt available in the page header. So now let's move on to the timelines and card selections. Okay, so scrolling down from here, we will find the timeline, which that these are the timeline cards. Notice the color plan palettes here. We have avoided red, green, black, white, cause like instead we have used cyan, orange, and magenta because this prevents selection bias. Like one might rather choose a green one because it indicates safe, or one might avoid the red one because it might indicate danger. So that's why we have chosen these three color palettes. And also the card tab and the map canvas are bidirectionally synchronized. When I click a card, the map highlight with the exact branch, and also the same happens vice versa. So now let's compare the multiple timelines side by side. So here we have the matrices and then the reality log, then the trade-off, and then the second order effect. So in matrices, we can compare salary, work-life balance, the risk factor, the relationship of our surroundings, Then in the reality log, we get a year by year narrative of what this choice will look like. Like here in this choice 1 year, the startup runway shortens, salary payments are delayed because the setup might crash. And if you choose the startup catalyst option, then the startup secures series funding and you might get a bonus. And then we get the trade-off, that is immediate compromise you are making right now, and this is the second order effect. It means the long-term consequences like career burnout or future promotion opportunities. Then we got branching and follow-up option. Okay, one of the most powerful feature of what if is the ability to branch your decisions. What if you make a choice, but a year or 6 months down the line something unexpected happens? You can branch by clicking directly on the map. So let me click on the cyan one. So and unclick the orange one. So it says comparing the startup catalyst. Down in the follow-up panel, a glowing badge instantly occurs, confirming that we are branching from timeline one. Okay, now let's input a follow-up question. What if the startup fails after 6 months? Can I return to my old job? Then we click on the new timeline option. The AI evaluates this specific pivot and then it branches a new set of nodes of our startup timeline, creating a deep customized decision tree. So let's wait for the prompt to get completed. Okay, so as you can see from our parent decision, we chose the first one as the pivot, and then we got three new decisions. We can use this decision, compare them, and also ask follow from them. So this is how it works. Okay, we can go to the parent node again, and these are the three nodes. We chose this path, and it says the three decisions from that path. So as we can see now, Uh, let me zoom in. So these are the three parts: pivot path, the resilient return, and the hardened lesson. We can use this, their key events, and compare them. Okay, so this is done. Now let's talk about the reality feedback loop. So a simulation is only useful if it helps us learn. What if keeps you accountable? As the time passes in real world, you can go back to your simulated timelines and click log reality on a year by year events. If the simulated event matches what actually happened, you mark it as verified. The dashboard tracks your prediction accuracy rate. Over time, you build a cognitive profile showing whether you tend to make choices that match the AI's optimistic projections or if your real world outcomes diverge. This helps you calibrate your risk tolerance for your future decisions. Like for example, I click on this. So this is the log reality. You can click here. This actually happened. This was partially true. This was wrong. You can also change what happened. By default, it gives a use output. So we can click on wrong and save log. So that's how the AI knows that it has made a mistake and it rewrites the timeline for you. So we got the updated timeline. So they said this was the mistake. And when you click on new decision, so the AI confidence is 0% because it made a mistake and that's why it says 0% accuracy. So in that way you can also improve the AI's feedback loop. Okay, so as we have already covered, these are the history of our decisions, and this is the model we can choose. This the temporary ID. We can mute this tab, and then we can also log out. And here we can shift from dark mode to light mode for better viewing, I guess. And then let me log out. We are back to the sign up page, and that was our project. What if turns the two decision making from guessing game into an interactive visual journey. It gives you hindsight of multiple lifetimes before you make your first move. Thank you for watching the demo. Bye bye.